How are we, lads?
Yeah, good.
You're right, yeah?
I'm good.
Are you not hot, bruv? In the coat?
He's not, bro. He's not.
cold.
Hey, he's not hot. He's looking hot. This
boy.
is. Baba said, "Let me burn
cold,
whilst I look
You know what he was doing when he was wearing that jacket on the pod, though?
100%.
You know there's someone.
Bro, can you not tell?
It's
Yeah,
part of the outfit. If you take off the coat, in your head, the outfit is
Bro,
it's not working.
I go from this to.
yeah.
the thing is, yeah, even if you
jacket's
took off
cold,
that
though.
coat, yeah, the jacket's phenomenal. But even if you took off that coat, the way your ensemble right now, because you know Baba's shoulders are a little bit higher because the soul has given him a lift. Woo! Baba, I'm not gonna lie, you're on
the
fire.
footballer trainers,
You
know?
are.
These are the footballer ones when they,
The
you know,
Sky
like,
Sports.
yeah. You know, like we see Saliba and Gabriel on the sideline. They're injured and you look at their drip like, all right, okay, little Palm Angels and that, all right, okay.
Hey,
Jets.
I have never seen Baba in a thing like this. This is what I'm loving right now.
It's
I'm
Eddie,
loving the
you
fact that
remember
you're just open. You're open now. You're open, and it's nice because you're just one stubborn guy.
These look nice.
I can never pronounce the name because I
What's
always
that?
forget. It's this one. That one. Can you see the sign? You know the one that's got the Eiffel Tower?
What's his name?
That one.
Oh,
I know the brand. He's got a shop in Central.
in Central. Yeah.
Yeah.
like their
Manon de
clothes.
voir.
Thank you.
Yeah, manière de voir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
always forget.
These stuff are phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's got a shop like right bang in the middle of
and it's
Oxford
big.
Street,
Bond
isn't it?
Street, yeah.
Bro, 2 floors, but his jackets and like I wear a lot of that stuff, especially for Sorry I Didn't Know. Just go and get stuff from there because they're lovely, man.
Yeah, that.
Isn't it crazy how when you get older you want like the nice garms without,
With that, yeah.
like especially if you're going to a thing or an event.
Yeah.
Like when you go to if I go to an event and you want those nice garms with no logos on it, but you know like the cut just feels different. Do you know what I mean?
You feel mature.
Yeah.
You feel like I've got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's that. You're right. Hey, long time.
What's good, man?
It's
Said,
definitely.
okay. I see this.
My guy.
I see this. I
I
see this
No,
jacket.
it's not me, you know. It's
You know how I know if I'm wearing something nice? Because Mo will be like, because you will just be like, Baba.
Yeah, shaking.
I see you. Mo will be like, okay, all right. And like, he'll be like,
Details.
I see you. I see you.
I can even tell those trousers that this is like a It's like a tweed finish, not tweed. Sorry, not tweed.
But no. What it is, it's almost like
what's
thick
it
cotton,
called?
bro.
I don't know.
It's like a type of design. I forgot what it's called. Not tweed though.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mo.
Is it herringbone?
I haven't
have no
accessed
idea.
those rooms in the department store. So
No, it's working retail, innit?
you let me know.
When I was in
Oh,
retail,
yeah,
my
yeah,
retail
yeah.
days, man.
But they sit nice. They sit like I love it when I see something just sit nice. So I mean, let me just say first of all, the brunch. Bro, I have to say, see, I know you're my boy. You're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
But I've never been tickled more before coming on stage. The way you tickled me on that.
No.
That intro was.
You know what? One thing I always have to
phenomenal.
big you lot up here because whenever I have a gig, you lot will just at the back of a hat just do it. Like even when Bubba done the Jamaican fundraiser,
Yeah.
like he smashed it, like to the point where I was just like,
Yeah.
We're rolling
He's
now.
there. He's there.
Because Eddie and Bubba was just like, I've got something to do later. So because you know sometimes you can want to go last to get the glory in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But sometimes when it's like a big lineup, it's like, like sometimes you might get an audience where they're tired. You know what I mean?
You gotta be careful.
Yeah. Bubba just shut it down, boy, and he knew what he done as well. He come off so calm to the point where I was like, Bubba, come back,
Yeah, he was
man.
like, come back.
Tell them about Strictly.
Yeah.
And I know he can hear me. He's like, huh? What? Yeah. I'm on Strictly. Yeah. But then it's the same when you done the brunch show. You shut it down, man. Because it was a nice room anyway.
Yeah, it was.
Started off a little
yeah.
bit like you had a few people talking and whatnot, but yeah, it was just. Yeah, man.
It
But
felt-
no, I
do you know what
appreciate it. Anytime you lot.
Nah,
got
bro,
time
come on, man.
and you do the shows,
It's family. I
appreciate
think
it a lot, man.
it's as important to us as it is to you, bro. That's the because I was looking through the window when you was like doing the second half now, well, the last part of the show, and then before you introed me, and you just riffing off. It's that bit where you was going, and like you was giving out tokens for anyone that wants to mention what job they're in.
What job they got? Yeah.
And I'm watching through the little window, and don't just come up with random jobs in it. And Mo, I said, either these Mo and the person, you understand? Mo and the person that's saying the job are taking the piss out of us that they have come together as a duo. Because, bro, they'll be like, hey, teacher. Mo would just go, bro, and it's mad funny. Then someone came and said they're a saddler. I said, what's a saddler?
Yeah,
He
I didn't
also
know
said,
what a
what's a...
saddler.
But he went for it again, yeah, and I'm watching. And you know the security guard downstairs, he's like, flipping neck. He's like, it's like a bottomless drink, isn't it? That's what he said. So I'm now looking and I'm going, the audience is ready, they're happy.
Yeah,
and in my head,
really
I just thought, I'm just gonna come and talk about my experience. But the intro this brother gave, the intro was just,
man
he had
bigged
them,
you up.
he said,
You
this
know
is
what
the
it is? It's
welcome
like,
back.
You know, like it's his first time doing stand up from like, I don't know if you had this when you came and after you came back from the jungle, the first time you done stand up, you felt like, oh, like I've not really been on stage, but I
100%.
know everyone knows what they want to hear.
Yeah.
And in your head, you're like, yeah, I got this joke, but they're like, we
No.
don't want to hear
don't
that
care about none of
just
that.
yet. Just tell us what's been going on.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
And you feel nervous because as a comic, you're like, bro, like they just want stuff that's so
Did you
fresh.
sense that in me though? Did you sense in me that I was trying to go to him, but I thought,
I could tell a little bit,
Yeah.
But then I think I could see where you was just like, I know what they want to hear.
100%.
And I could
kept
see you
resisting.
I could see you going with it. I think that's like when I seen you in Bradford actually, when I came up that time to Bradford.
Yeah.
And you was talking about I'm a celeb.
Yeah.
And it was so fresh that
Yeah.
you're like, I can just talk about anything that's like so, because you know, as comics, we can talk about an experience. It's just happened.
Yeah.
But it's so fresh that it's just comedy. It's
man.
like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, so imagine we got on a plane. It's
Yeah.
business class. I've never been on business. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
tell us more. Tell us more. And you as a comic, you're like, there isn't really a punchline
there's no
for any of this stuff.
But that's I think that's the genius in actually just the funny what comedy is, bro. Because
Yeah, I agree, man.
you can just talk. When you get to a stage where you do, we all, have to admit, when we get to a stage where as a comedian that you could just converse with your audience, but they are with you. And then the thing is, there's no plan because there's a moment where there's a lady and a mum on the side. Remember? I think her name was Rebecca.
Yeah.
And then I must have gone. I must have said, listen, like for example, myself, Mo, and Baba Tunde have come from humble beginning. She goes, oh my God, I love Baba Tunde. And I went, Baba Tunde's not
you
here.
had a
This is
fan
my
in the
time.
audience, you know?
Big time.
Yeah, she was
"I
a
love
fan."
Baba." I said, but he's not here. This is my time. And the crowd went nuts, bro. But it's those moments. You remember?
We're not talking about
I said, we're not talking about Baba Tunde. What's this? Is my time. We're talking about Baba Tunde. But it was, bro, it just felt nice, bro. And I left that. And I said to myself, I'm not gonna lie to you. And part of me said, they might want pictures. I can't do it. I've got to go.
Yeah.
I said, I know how this guy feels every week. I said, I got to go, like Mo. I said, Gilly, I can't go, Gilly.
Come on, Eddie, give us
Yeah,
a picture.
I got go.
Get Mo down as well. Where's Mo at? What's Baba Tunde? Where's he at? What's he not here for?
No, but
Yeah,
it felt nice. And then the thing is, I just got to a stage where I'm like, we're having so much fun. Everyone's just laughing. I just want to say thank you. That's all. That's all there was left to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But but in
it's
saying
very
that,
nice
actually,
to
can I bring up what I want to talk about?
go for it, bro.
I want to talk about arriving. Arriving. I feel like we've had conversations around these like achievements, and I want to talk about arriving. Like when in different parts of your careers as well, yeah? When you feel like, I'll tell you why, what's triggered me. I've watched Baba just host the hell out of Stand Up to Cancer, yeah?
Oh yeah,
And-
congratulations for
Come
that,
on,
bro.
like honestly,
You murked that,
oh
bro.
my
no,
gosh.
thank you.
No, you murked that, man. I was watching some of that. And then you had the mic.
The mic. Can I just say quickly,
Yeah.
brother, you see when they gave me that mic, they were like, oh, this is your mic for tonight. I was like,
Yeah. That's arriving though.
Yo, yeah.
That
It's like an Infinity Stone because we don't get those mics. I've had one of those mics. You're like, bro, this is weighty. Yeah, it's a different
weighty,
echo.
yeah.
You want to do stand up with it now, innit? Yeah. I hear it still.
I watched you in your tux. You were so comfortable and you felt like the lead. I mean, I watched them like the way you introduced everybody else and just how comfortable. I remember from mobiles and you smashed that. But then when I watched it, watching you doing that, I felt like I arrived.
Yeah,
Just I'm like,
You know
this is
what?
the journey we're all going through. But
Yeah.
like, and we're fortunate. We are fortunate that we are going through these journeys together, right?
quickly,
yes,
right,
brother.
bro. So after that whole experience, because Polly was there as well, I was saying to her, like after we did everything, I said, you know what? I feel like this was what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, not a setup, but didn't happen by chance.
Okay.
This was like orchestrated.
Orchestrated,
Thank
yeah.
you, sorry. Orchestrated
Like pressure,
because
innit? It was
I know. I was like,
sorry, I prayed for you still. Mo were trying to help, and you know Mo had the word.
No,
Mo
I
had the
didn't.
word.
Because in my head, I can hear the word you're saying, but I didn't want to be like, no, it's this one. And like, oh no, I've got it.
No, do you know what it is now,
got it
brother?
wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you. I think I put it in the group chat. See, Mo's got that side eye. If Mo gives you that side, people have clocked in the comments, bro.
side eye to me when I was eating the sushi.
Oh,
I
my
was
God.
dying because my mum was like,
someone
I want to
said,
see this, you know.
Someone said Mo's side eye said he set this whole thing up. But anyway, go on, my bro. Orchestrated.
I felt like it was orchestrated. And
Yeah.
the reason why I said that is because, so getting to that point where I could host Stand Up to Cancer and
Yeah.
it's live.
Yeah.
Latest show was the first thing I did where it would cut to me.
Cut to you, yeah.
And then
You
obviously
do
I
your
would
thing.
do what I would do. Then the Mobos, going live with the Mobos, obviously was on YouTube,
Yeah.
but going live with that. So now this, I know what I'm doing in the studio.
Yeah, man.
So as we're doing the
Yeah,
block rehearsal and then we do the dress rehearsal, I'm like, no, I need this. Can you set the levels to this, please?
Come on.
The inner ear, da-da-da-da. All right, in the auto cue, bro, you're going way too fast, my brother. Work with me here. Da-da-da-da-da. But it's like, so by the time we get to, we're going live, I remember I told the director that was in my ear, I was just like, bro, you've got to cue me on every single paragraph because you can't just let the camera go this way because it's on the jib. So the camera, you know how the jib goes,
it goes
into your face and then next minute you're
disappears.
doing all of this. So yeah, the shot looks cool. But big man, when it's there,
Yeah.
tell me when I
me
need to
when I
go.
need to
So
go,
he's
yeah.
like, cue. So
Love
in
that.
my ear, it sounds mad. It's just the succession of works that I've done that got me to that point where I'm just like, I know exactly how to do this.
I think that's brilliant, man. I think like the idea, because just listening to you talk is you taking charge.
Yeah.
You know that more than anyone. Like taking charge of your situation, saying,
Yeah.
I this is what makes me comfortable to, and ultimately the people are working for you. Yeah, I mean, you're the face of the operation. Do you know what I mean? No one else gets the slack if anything goes wrong. So when you first start, you're under pressure. You feel like I can't request for this, I can't request for that. But when you know that now I am the driver and I am the captain, because it's hard to understand and accepting it that you're the captain.
Bro, listen.
You know?
When it's live, knowing that you're speaking to the nation.
Live.
And you can say anything you want, you know. Like, to the point where, you know, like,
Well, I
Mess
can't.
this whole thing up, man.
but did you have this? You know when you were speaking and they're in your ear, and like, for me, it's always like, let's get the first one out the way. It's like comedy. Get the first joke out the way, then I'm good. I can glide in it.
Yeah.
The problem I've always had is I get too excited, innit? Like, so I don't know if you had this where you're like, bro, this is going vibe. Let me just say this little bit here. Let me just bust a little joke in there.
Yeah, go in
You
quickly.
put one in, you're like, oh, right, they laugh, yeah?
that's-
All right, cool. Let me just say this little bit here. And then before you know it, you're like, oh, right, okay, no, we ain't got time for that.
Well, yeah, I hear it.
All right.
Bro, that live.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. But it's true that live thing is great. Like the Mobos, when they said, Eddie, don't wrap the show up yet because we've got a power cut on
Stretch.
stage. Bro.
Stretch
and they
and
said we had
squeeze.
and I remember Getz was meant to come on and the pyrotechnics weren't happening. And it just said stretch.
Yeah, yeah,
And, then,
yeah.
and I think at that time, Munya and Liana on stage were all together, but for Munya's earpiece, because it's the end of the show really, because he's thinking, it's only Eddie that's got the line. So he's not hearing what the director's saying. So I'm now trying to go back and forth
I
with Munya.
remember this.
And Munya's like, yeah, cool. We're gonna end the show. I'm like, yo, my guy. Yeah, cool. We're gonna. But the thing is, the audience don't really know innit what's going on.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of just have to hold your face and keep going. But once again, you're just in control. You are the one in control, and you can turn the whole thing mad in it. You can go.
Them intrusive thoughts.
Oh, you got to fight them.
The stretch and so what it is, like, you've got stretch, which means they'll say to you stretch. So you just have to keep stretching it. Squeeze means squeeze it down. We got to get on.
Yeah, yeah.
That happened at the Brits with, I think, someone's performance. Sam Smith, he had like a car that was meant to come on stage, but the car had malfunctioned or something, so they changed the order slightly.
I was there.
Yeah,
And
so
then
it
the
was
name,
like-
it was in the name thing as well.
Yeah, and then I think it's like they changed the order, so whoever was meant to be in that place, it was
Yeah.
someone else. So there's like, cool, you got to stretch. So obviously I'm on the floor, but when you're on the floor at music events, the artists don't want to talk to you.
don't.
It becomes the one time where you're just like, I see you lot all the time, and now this is the time.
People are nervous, bro.
No, it's nervous, but I feel like with musicians, when they're on the table with, I don't know, record label or their entourage,
Cool.
it just becomes this like, yeah, no, I gotta be ultra cool now. Yeah. To the point where I'm like, oh, what's good, man? I see that is like, cool, it's break. We say, my guy, you're right. Yeah. Bro, do you mind if we talk to you in the thing? And action. Hey, what's up, people? I'm here with one of the biggest artists of the moment. What you saying, my guy? Yeah, we're just here, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm like, brother, what are you doing, man? Help me, help you.
But do you know what's crazy? You know what? That's hilarious, yeah? Because that year that you was on the table at the Mobos, you knew exactly what I wanted. And
Yeah, I knew it, 100%.
But that's the thing, though. I think it's about comfort as well. You just knew.
But that's why your conversation flowed
100%. 100%. Because some people, I saw people going,
yeah. You start walking around and no one gives eye contact. So it's like, oh, what's good. Everyone sees your mic, and you got, okay, right, from here. All right, cool. And then you got someone who's just at a table, just bro, boy, that's them, man, bro, yeah. And then no one wants to look at you, and you're like, oh, come on, man. But I knew what you needed, innit? Because I was
important.
like, cool, convo, little joke here and there.
Yeah, but
goes wherever it needs to go.
I always think we're all in it together, bro. Like, you gotta have that mindset. If I'm at a show and I know someone's coming to talk to me or they're gonna interact, bro, we're all in this sitcom, you know?
Yeah.
Like, don't now try and be outside of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just open your mouth.
Yeah, everyone is ultra cool.
100%. But also that probably goes back down to that thing though. For some people, being in that space on that table, that's their arrival, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, my stance has to be a certain way. Like, I'm here with my record label. I'm nominated tonight. There's a big chance I might win. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I don't want to mess it up. I've got to look the part. I've dressed nice. Like, that's the thing. When was the last time you remembered that you felt like I've arrived? So, a lot of things have happened for all of us, but what's the most recent thing that you've gone, it's reminded you and you've gone, you know what, I'm seasoned at this, or this really, I feel comfortable, or I'm thankful that I'm here?
Oh, that's a lovely question, I think probably this year when I done the O2, because I was nervous for that show.
Was you proper nervous?
I was so nervous, man.
I don't know why I don't believe you.
Do you know why? But I think it was different last time because I got to vibe with everyone and it was almost like everyone was nervous together. So when we done it the first time, I could like knock in your dressing room and be like, oh, how you feeling, man? And what's going on? What are you doing for your set? And like everyone was there together. Yeah. Whereas this time I didn't have that.
No.
And I genuinely was like, I tried my best that day to normalize as much as I could. But every part, there's like 10% of my brain was like, bro, this ain't normal,
Yeah.
And I was like, and I kept having this battle of like, no, it's very normal. If I keep overthinking because I overthink of every aspect.
The moment, the venue.
What shoes shall I wear? What socks do I want that's going to be comfortable? Trousers, t-shirt. Cool, if I say it like this, how long is the mic? And I think of all these things, but I had to also say, today is a normal day.
Did you change your mind about the outfit last minute?
No, I actually, to the point where normally I have like, I always wear black in it. Yeah. But I bought a pair of just black trousers in the week and just any t-shirt. And I was like, cool. And then the t-shirt I didn't want to wear because it was one of those kind of crop-dish ones. Yeah. And brother, this is being filmed, And I was like, if I put my hand up, you're going to see my belly button. I can't have that.
Forever.
So last minute, I changed the t-shirt. But then it helped me because it was just like treating it as a normal gig. But then I think the reason why I feel like I had arrived, because because I had normalized it, but two, I don't know. I feel like when I'd done it before, it was like, oh, like, can this person do it?
Yeah.
And because it was the last one, and I put the pressure on myself of like, this is the last time I'm doing this show, and this is it. And can I do it? And the reason why I chose to do it is because when I went a year before that, when I was in LA, I went to the CEO of Netflix's house, innit? And everyone was there. Like, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, all like those big comics are there. Jon Stewart, like the list was endless. And I remember just being there feeling like this small tadpole in a massive pond. And I was just looking around and I was like, wow, this is so cool, man. Like me and Javan was there and, like Dave recognized Javan from before.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, what's up? Yeah, Javan, what's up? Cool. And then Javan was like, oh, this is Mo. And he was like, oh, what's up, Mo? How you doing? You're right. Wow. And I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm meant to be here. But then it was the realization of like, no, I am meant to be here.
Yeah.
And I never forget, I had an interaction with a comic. And this comic, I promise you, I don't know, like, you know when the interaction is so bad that like, I genuinely do think it changed my life, you know? In a sense of, it was like, oh, raw, like you really don't rate me or where I'm from or what I do. We're in the same profession.
No.
And I was a bit like, you know what? It's not so much I need to work harder, but it's like I needed that kind of reality kick. I don't know if you what I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it was like, okay, cool. Like, and I think the reason why I say I had arrived, because it wasn't like proving that person wrong or being like, oh, I wasn't meant to be there. It was like, no, I was meant to be there. And this is what I do. Do you know what I mean? It's not
you're there
fluke,
because
it's
of
not
what you
luck.
do.
I don't believe in the word luck personally. But I was like coming out. And I never forget, I think what made me so comfortable, you lot will never know this, is when I walked out, you lot was right bang in the middle.
Yeah.
And you two, I never forget, was like, yo. And at first, because I couldn't see you lot. So I was like, right.
We weren't even sure if you could see us, bro.
No. So when I walked out, I didn't know that was you two.
Oh.
I was just like, I said, right, boy, them two men are hype there, you know? Bro, like, I don't know who them guys are, but them men are mad hype. and then when I looked here, because I'm trying to be composed, innit? I said, bro, that's Bob and Eddie. Bro, it made me so relaxed, you know? Because I was like, okay, the man that I hit. But I swear.
Wait, you know why that's so funny? Because we were genuinely hyped, bro.
No.
We were hyped from when
Listen.
we entered. Bro, remember how we were? We were hyped from when we entered the building. You have to understand, yeah? Me and Baba, we walked into that building like, this is our building.
Yeah.
And then we walked through. And then we sat down for a bit. We said, yeah, where's Javan? Just waiting for Javan. And we see in the corner Gilligan and Javan. Baba said, they're over there. I said, you walk ahead first, innit? And Baba walked ahead. And then I had to have my moment. And I got up. Yeah, what's going on? And they gave us the passports. What? That lanyard went.
You walk around with Triple H.
And you know what? I went to the toilet 3 times.
Man, I was showing it to everybody, like, walking past the audience. Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm talking to people that, you know what, remember, there were people there that I should speak to for at least 15 seconds. That was like, no, I've got to go because the show's. There was no time.
When you walk through security and like, sorry, excuse me. Triple A, man.
100%. But it was brilliant. It's so funny because we weren't showing we were just watching. And you have to understand, before you came out, right, we had two of the mandem as well. So I mean, that came out before that. So we're sitting there and thinking, this is, and everyone killed it. It's like, this is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? It was just like phenomenal watching you. For me, watching that, I was like, the stuff that we watch and we go, the big one. That was what we'll have.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That was the big one.
It was phenomenal.
Nervous, man. So nervous, and I think that's why I say I felt like I had arrived, because yes, I got to do it before.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe before, because I got to do it, it sold out and we were filming it. Sometimes you ever do things and you feel like, well, it's a given, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, yeah, like I've scored the goal, but I knew I was going to score that. Like I knew when it left my foot.
100%.
And I didn't know that with this show. This was the show where I was like,
oh no, I
didn't know.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
From the intro.
From the
intro.
Yo,
that's when I said,
I
this is
see
different.
the intro with IC
that
was
intro
scary.
was disgusting.
I just, because what it took me to that Dave Chappelle space and how he messes with like Mos Def and that, you know, that clip, that hip hop clip.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. I loved what it meant. You know what I mean? Listen, so we might as well.
Did everyone talk about their arrival? When did yeah. When did you feel like you arrived?
Man, I still don't feel like I've arrived. I'll be real. I still don't feel like I've arrived. I feel like I've improved in terms of me, like within my career, me as an artist. I'm still learning my trade, which sounds crazy. But because of the space that we're in right now, I don't feel like I've arrived. I just feel
your
like
last tour, you didn't feel.
No.
Let me rephrase it, yeah, because I'm not saying we're talking about I've accomplished and I've reached.
No,
that
I know
peak.
what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
I feel like when I watched you on your last, because I was on tour with this guy.
All right, I'll say this.
My God,
doing the last thing, what we literally just spoke about, stand up to cancer. That made me feel like, okay, Baba, you're in the same room
You're in the
with
mix.
heavy hitters.
Yeah.
So you're in the mix. But do I feel like I've arrived? And that's that imposter syndrome
I hear it.
that I'm always dealing with. Because as much as I can say, Bubba, you're doing your thing, blah, 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 I'm like, but I know the goal.
Yeah.
And maybe it might be a thing of chasing that goal. I might look back one day and look at everything and go,
Absolutely.
oh, right, you achieved it way
Absolutely,
before
absolutely.
you thought
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did. But I, it's just the goal I have in my mind and how well I want to be at executing each role.
I think it's a privilege to be in a position where you got people that see it for you as well. Like,
No, I love that.
By the time you'll realize, we'll go, oh, we saw all those moments. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's also okay for you not to feel like that. But like, it's like, for me, I've learned to tell myself, like, I belong here. Because that imposter syndrome is
Bro, I remember when we did the NTAs.
Yeah.
When me and you went to the NTAs. And I remember I was like, proper thing. And I don't know if you remember this, but you said to me, you're just like, bro, you got to like act like you belong here.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you spoke about a certain situation, but you were like, basically, I'll say it vaguely, but you were basically saying, you know, when you see people acting up, doing too much, they're not acting like they belong in the room.
No.
They're trying. That's
trying to
projecting because of their
project,
insecurity.
to be comfortable,
So they're doing too much. And I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. And he was just like, you walk and you talk and you move like you belong here.
Yeah, man.
And, he was just like, and you were like, look at all the work you've done, brother. Go do your thing.
I feel like they want to have conversation with execs, to be honest with you. And they invite you to these spaces. Like the last NTA I went to.
Yeah, I remember,
and I got invited
yeah.
to but they invite you to these spaces and you're just sitting there with them. You're having a nice little chin wag. And it's like, it's about anything and everything, right? But for me, it's like, okay, well, I'm part of this mix. And I don't have to be overzealous. I don't have to be a certain way. I could just be me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And being me is more than enough because they already know what you're capable of.
Yeah.
And when they require certain things, they think about you in those spaces because that's what you provide.
Yeah.
But like to get to a stage like that, sometimes just being in those rooms, it seems so far-fetched. Do you know what I mean? So that I've told myself to be aware of the present.
Yeah.
Like whenever I'm there, you know what I mean? Like be aware of the present. It's
I'm
mad.
still trying to take elements of what you guys have as my everyday persona. Like, you know what I literally just spoke about with my wife when I was just like, you know, watching both of you, how you guys are not afraid to just go, here I am, this is me, this is, you know, I'm Mo Gilligan, like, I'm gonna play in the biggest room,
The audacity.
in the country, and you're gonna see nice lighting, nice setting. When I do my jokes, it's gonna be immersive. I'm gonna bring you into the story. Same with you. You walk into a room, you light up the place. You walk on stage, you do the exact same thing. I'm still trying to get back to that because I was like that when I was young. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm still trying to get back to that, which I'm sorry not to go away from this topic, but just to kind of go, because this lends itself into my one. Personal growth.
Oh, I think it's a nice segue, to be fair. I think so.
Yeah, so personal growth.
Thank you
Let me
very
just
much,
let you get that. What have you guys done? Bless. What have you guys both done individually to help improve that personal growth? Like, because for me, obviously, therapy was a massive thing this year, but also setting goals, like having a vision board. At the beginning of the year, me and my wife, we always sit down, write out our vision, we pray over it, and then we kind of just leave that in the hands of God. But also, like I said, therapy and just cutting out certain things that would hold me back and stuff like that. Those have been the things that I've held on to that I feel like has lent itself to where I am today.
Yeah.
And, you know, like you both said, like with how well I'm doing with like hosting and stuff like that. What have you guys done, if anything, for your personal growth?
I think for me, it was once I really, and I did speak about it before, but like really like connecting with God, that was like the greatest thing to ever happen to me, I think, because I think I was going in such a direction that it was just like, I'm going down this journey and I'm do it by myself, innit?
Okay.
And not needing any help and not putting in a sat nav. I'm like, I'm going this way and I know how I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
And it was only until like I was on that journey and I was like, man, this is lonely, man.
Okay, yeah, I remember you did say
Because as you get on any journey, it's like you start off, you get excited, you get the snacks, you got your music, you're 1 hour, 2 hours in, you're going to the destination, and that's me. Of like, I know where I'm going, and I have this idea for where I want to go. And it's the moment where I was by myself, and like you're 4 hours into the journey, and there's no more street lights. It gets a bit darker. Sat nav can't connect to the signal.
That's great. Then.
Wait. You caught the Holy Ghost yet?
Huh?
You caught the Holy Ghost yet?
No, not in church yet. But there's been a few times where I'm in church and I proper lose myself.
I love that feeling.
I want to see this.
No, but it's mad. Like I lose myself and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. And I think I think I've said it before, but my favorite bit in church is when they're like, say hello to the person next.
Yeah.
Hello. How you doing? You alright? God bless.
I just want to see him
God
catch the
bless.
Holy Ghost. You know what? When they lay hands on him.
Mo's gonna turn
But
into hey.
Do you know what it is as well? Because like
Crazy titch.
where my girlfriend's from,
Yeah.
like, and Brazilian people are very, very religious.
Very.
And
Very
I remember going to church with some of her friends, and one of her friends, he was praying, and like he's speaking Portuguese, and it was me like praying at the same time, and just being like oh right, like, I'm feeling your
thing, yeah.
your vibe, I'm feeling off your spirit right now. That just I it's kind of hard to explain, but to the point where it made me definitely more like,
relax and go for it, yeah.
Let me just, do you know what I mean? It felt like a weight off my shoulder.
yeah.
Like when you're with someone else who's like,
You know what that word is, isn't it? Fellowship.
okay.
That's the word. That's
didn't
the
know
reason
that.
why they say church. Church is important because of that. It's not necessarily important because of God.
Yeah.
Because God is everywhere. You can have a conversation with God at home. You can have a conversation wherever. But that hot spotting is what we all need. And that's the word fellowship. When I was young, I was like, why are we going to church if God is
preaching.
No, but you know what they say? Oh, but you lot said God is omnipresent. If he's omnipresent, then I would let me talk to him in the jungle, innit? But actually, where people come together, that's what we need. This
Where
is what we
2 or
do.
3 are gathered in his name.
Hey, that's where he is. But that's what this is, though.
we break bread.
Come on. But this is what we do, though. We do, even just as friends, as brothers, in this industry. That's where the power comes from.
Yeah, fully.
Going,
fully.
look at what's possible with Mo. He's cool. Look at what's possible with Baba. Look at what's possible with Eddie. Oh my gosh, so this can happen. This is also possible. Oh, how did you do that? How can I do that better?
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is, fellowshipping.
Was it a detour, or was it like were you intentional with I need God, or was it?
Yeah. And it started at the beginning of the year, where I don't know what it was, but something I remember. I think it was on Christmas Eve,
Right.
and
Wow.
I was by myself at the house alone, innit?
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, because Ty went away for family, innit?
Oh, okay, got
Yeah,
you.
she went to visit family. So I was by myself Christmas Eve, and I remember that feeling of being lonely in a different space. And what I would fill it with would be like, I must go out. I must go on holiday. I must buy something.
yeah.
All the things that are so materialistic that, when you have a conversation and people say, oh, you can't die with this stuff.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Yes, I have some great memories, but a lot of things where I was just like, you know what I can die with is my faith. And that, for me, once I had that realization, going to church and then, just speak, it's like I've said it before, but speaking to God in a different way that it's I don't just feel like I just do stand up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't, because sometimes I think that's how I can, it's like, well, what do you do? This is what I do. And my whole life is surrounded by it. Where it's so nice now to just disconnect and you're like, do you know what I do? I give myself to God. That's what I do. Do you know what I mean? Like,
do you know?
Jeez.
I don't think you can have a bigger growth, and I say that just because it's the hardest thing to consistently do.
Yeah.
Because it's the one thing that we take for granted, and just in general, like we just go, life is life. Like you said, no, just wake up, I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna keep it going. The hardest thing is to understand that it's not you, and which is insane to even think of, right? Like, I think, do you know what? I came out the jungle, it's mental.
Yeah.
I came out the jungle, I was having a conversation with one of my boys, and we were just talking about, he's Congolese, yeah? And we just talking about, like, his whole thing was, bro, you've done the community proud, you know, that whole thing, like, it's so mad to think you're from our space and the things that you're doing seem so unattainable, right? And then, but then I remember my dad had messaged me, one of the first messages I saw from my father when I came out of a celeb, he said, thank you for making me the proudest Congolese in the UK. And I read that and I thought, this is insane, because I didn't expect that. But then when I was speaking to my boy and was talking, and then I went, isn't it funny though, because things could have been so different if I didn't come to this country. And then at that point, it hit me that my dad had to make a decision as a young 26, 27-year-old, leave his kids behind, come to a country, because listen, I know a lot of men them that go, yeah, I've got brothers back home, you know, but I've never really met them. They're like 10 years older than me, because your dad left them there, started a new family here. But he did that, right? And my whole thing, I just remember texting him, you know, and I remember texting my dad just saying, thank you for saving my life. And like when I said that text, it was because me and my friend were going back and forth going, we could have been this. There's a video, he sent a video of some guy in Congo, yeah, slim brother. He's looking like night and day, don't even like him. He ain't got a job. He's just outside dancing. He's wearing boxers. But you know, life is not lifing, boy. And he's dancing the hell out of. And I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, that would have been me. My dad left me behind. I would just be outside, dancing the day away. But I was laughing about them, like, but look at where I am. So I sent my dad that text. And I said, thank you for saving my life. And then he just went, oh, thank you. Yeah, then he went, you're welcome. And then he called me. And then we had an hour conversation about the fact that he goes, I made a decision I made, but you still had to uphold that. You still had to justify why I made that decision, because many people have been in that same position as you. They've definitely not taken advantage of it. But see, that for me, that came off the back of, like, we just went through a lot of stuff with our family, and like I told you guys before, me and my dad kind of drifted apart for a while. And making the decision to reconnect and have solid conversations with him has catapulted me, my mind frame in terms of, like, my mindset in terms of how I even look after my mom, how I look after my siblings, how I build my own family as well. The same time, do you know what I mean? Like, what the projections for my daughter, what family looks like for her. All those things come from the realization that I needed to mend that relationship with my father, because I still got a father that's there and available, regardless. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and I think for me then, it's hit that space. So me being able to say thank you for saving my life wasn't just about gratitude for him, but about understanding the position I'm in and the privilege that I have and the opportunities I have to change the whole course, you know, of my life. And that's so important for me. It's allowed me to plan things differently, look at things differently.
I love that.
Honestly, you know, that's where I'm at.
What is it
You
for
know?
you?
Yeah, bro. What triggered this conversation, Baba?
No, all right. So what triggered the conversation? I was having a conversation with Polly, actually. Yeah. And we were talking about therapy. And I was telling her, like, my therapist, he noticed straight away. He was just like, you got a lot of anger. And I was like, why you keep saying that? Like, every week. You
Yes, eventually.
Yeah, you know, he was just like, I was like, why you keep...
You'd have to pay for that, Baba. You could have done it on a discount, didn't you? Could have done it on a discount.
I'm going to come to you. You would have told me that for free.
I would have gone further. But continue.
Hey, yo. So no, he was like, you got a lot of anger. Like, why don't you lay it out? I was like, nah, because it's not needed, is it? I don't want to be switching. Like, that's long. He's like, yeah, okay. He's like, when's the last time you had a fight? I'm like, bro, yeah, the real talk. I'm like, brother, what are we doing here? He's like, I'm just saying. I can tell that you've got, like, a lot of anger in you. So then one day he goes, on the topic of fathers, he goes, what's the relationship with you and your father? I said, oh, my dad passed away when I was young, right? He was like, what was it before? I said, well, he wasn't around, he left, or he got kicked out, should I say. He was a wrong and blah, 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 blah. Then he goes, what would you say to him if he was here now? Brother,
You switched.
I lost
Yeah.
the plot. I lost my mind in that room. And I did not know that was there. And then afterwards, I remember halfway through, I'm going mad. And then I looked at him and I was just like, so how the hell did you do that? Like, I literally went from me being so angry to, whoa, hey, you're good, that kind of thing. And I was busting up like in the moment because obviously,
it's good though.
no, but like,
It's
you know, the
good,
comic
yeah,
can
then
be
you
sort of
yeah,
funny.
but you came back into that position because you could have gone all the way.
I would have gone up.
Hey, yeah, this slam dunked the therapist. Oh, yeah, now. Oba Femi from WCW.
but that, you see, after that experience, right?
Yeah.
And then working on like the deep rooted stuff. When I tell you, I don't know if you had this experience in therapy. I had no idea it was there. Had no idea.
That's so do you know
Bro,
what's serious?
had no idea. But working on that and working through that, that has got me to a place now where I'm just like, oh, I'm concentrating and I'm so intentional about my happiness.
Yeah.
And there was another podcast with Kirk Franklin, and he asked he asked his guests like, what's happiness to you? And none of them could answer. And I'm at that place right now where I'm just like, I'm trying to answer that question. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that's why I asked you guys, how was your personal growth?
Do you know what? I'm not sure about you guys, but just on a quick side note, yeah. Polly's a good therapist. Like,
yeah.
I've had like, and I'm talking like, I've had moments in it when, even before having convos with my therapist, yeah, where I've just gone to Polly, yeah, and we just had like, especially when I'm going through a lot with family and stuff, and we just sat down and I was listening to her talk. And so many things made sense because she understands scripture, so which is really, which is in like mental, like. But almost she was talking, and then she'll bring examples of what she's gone through with family, but then really narrow down on what you might be going through. And I'm listening to her, and I'm getting some answers. I'm thinking, are you going to put extra 10% on top of this thing, because this is really necessary. Like this, no. This is really impacting the work for the positive. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's important sometimes as well. Just in general, like the people that were around us, like we do therapy, and not everyone can afford it as well, because it can be expensive. But it's like just the conversations you can have with people.
Yeah. Then I was like, I want to go to therapy, but I didn't know how it worked. I don't know where'd you go. Like, you type it in online or what?
Yeah.
And then he recommended who is now my therapist.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Okay. So I always consider him as almost like, I don't know, like when someone's kind of like your unofficial guardian angel.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like, that was when everything was so new. So I'm talking like early, like couple of cans times, like where I don't even understand what's going on. Like, I'm just a normal guy who just, I've done stand up and I'm used to going on stage, but now I'm on a tube and someone's got the phone like this.
Wow.
And then they're like, hey, you're that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Say, hey, brother, say the thing. Brother, forward-facing camera,
Yeah.
You see that now? I know how to adapt it, where I'm like, no, brother, just do your thing, man. Selfie, right here. But back then, man, I'm like, hey, brother, say the thing, bro. I'm just waiting for my train. No, say the thing. You said, man, count the kids, man. Yeah, sick, man. Oh, well, yeah, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Anyway, as I was saying, bro, so like everything was just so new.
That sounds like bullying, doesn't it?
But I met her,
Yeah.
and I've been with her since 2017, innit? So she knows me. She said this question, and she was like, do you forgive and forget? Or do you forget and forgive? Or do you forgive but not forget? And it was just a question that I sat there with. And it's always the thing when I leave therapy where I was like, I get two things normally that I leave with. I leave with something really positive and something really negative. A part of my brain, I wasn't really thinking about that. And then something where I'm like, all right, cool. And that's what I wanted to bring. So for me, I'm a person where
I don't know.
By nature, I just forgive.
Really?
Like, I forgive very, very easily.
Same.
Like, I'm always very much like, it is what it is. It's happened now. Do you know what I mean? I've got into some of the biggest, parts of my life where I sit there and I'm like, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? There's times where once we was filming in my flat, and we were meant to go live, and because something had happened, it was so funny because Gelly was like, if you see the video, Gelly was like, what do you mean we're not filming? Oh, someone's got to tell Mo we're meant to go live. This is one of my quarantine games, isn't it?
Oh,
Channel 4.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, we're meant to go live. What like, right now? But I just sat there in my space of like, well, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do now, and it's done. And if I sat there pointing fingers and blaming everyone, just say it's out of my control. So I sit there and I just say,
You remove
I
yourself.
just
from
forgive.
it.
I just have to. Do you know what I mean? Because if I don't, then it just burns inside of me. Or
It's
if I
your
don't-
burden.
Yeah.
But it takes, bro. It takes
But
growth.
I don't forget.
I hate.
Yeah.
And
Continue.
yeah. So that's the thing. That's why I wanted to bring today, because the question I wanted to bring is, can you do both of them? Because I feel like one works and one doesn't, and one doesn't work and one does. I don't know if they both work.
Forgiveness often
you
is
know what I mean?
the easiest of the two.
Yes.
Forgiveness. Forgetting is the hardest. But even then, by not forgetting, I always ask myself, have I truly forgiven this person? Because whenever the memory comes up or the person reappears or whatever, those feelings come back up. And then that's when I have to say, I don't think I've forgiven this person the way I want to. You understand? And so I've got to address it with them. Else we're not going to get anywhere. And I've had that, number one, through marriage. That's been the biggest thing, because marriage holds that mirror up to both of you.
Mental.
And so sometimes I've had to force both me and my wife, we're just like, look, we're having this conversation. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. You don't like it. But we ain't going to get past this if we don't. But I've applied that to people outside of my home now, where it's just like, I know this is going to get awkward and it could get violent. My brother, let me chat to you for a quick minute. And just learning how to have that conversation in a way where it doesn't go left. You know what I'm saying? Saying the right thing, using the right tone, but explaining, having the conversation so that I've explained myself and I've allowed you to explain yourself. Get into that point, but it has been hard.
Yeah, man.
Because of ego.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I've had to learn about myself. It's that ego and that pride that gets in the way. You understand? And that right there, that's the biggest stumbling block to a lot of us.
I think so. You know what? It depends what forget means. Like, I have forgotten that some people have offended me. Literally forgotten. So then you go, like, you're kind of cool with them. And you go, something lingering. But you can't quite put your finger on it. And it might not be something massive, but at the time, you know what I mean? At the time, it was a deal, and then it just kind of fizzled away. But you genuinely forget. And then something happens and you kind of go, oh, no, this is why.
Yeah.
Or I can't. But there's no malice towards you.
Yeah.
I have forgiven you. I know I forgave you. But it's like your credit has been affected. That's all it is. I'll give it a loan, but it will be a different interest rate. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it as well. But in terms of forgiveness, I forgive easily, right? I do. I forgive easily. But I think it was over time I've come to realize that it's a burden on you. But that took growth.
But okay,
though.
but was that because you rated the person more than they were showing?
There you go.
Yeah.
And also,
All right.
so I was going to come to that because I was going to say, like, it's about the value you place on that relationship. Like Baba, you've just said, you hit the nail on the head. Your marriage, that's a value you've placed on there. That's like indispensable. So you're going to go all out to make sure, and that effort, to put that extra effort. 'Cause we all have it in us, like to forgive and essentially forget. Do you know what I mean? But it just depends. Like the relationship I have with my daughter's mother, let me tell you something. Like,
Beautiful.
When we first kicked off, it was almost like, oh, like this is not this. You basically come to burden my life, yeah, and you're going back and forth in the little things. Then you're like, oh wait a minute. You are looking after my treasure, the person that I value the most in the world, and you are doing a better job than I am. Like you are phenomenal. Without you, I won't be so comfortable. So then it becomes the effort of the things that I feel like, no, I'm not going to forgive you. Easy. It's not like this. Let's reset. It's a reset every day. And that's where the forget comes in. Like my mum, sometimes, she'll do stuff just annoying. And it's like, why would you do that? Why would you? But it's like, I just want to the next day it's a reset. You know what I'm saying to you? But then there's people that you go, I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't afford to forget because you're gonna come back in there even deeper. And there's people that I've forgiven, and if I see them, we're good. Yeah, but if you step into that same role, you want to do that same dance again, I'm gonna lie to you, you know?
Yeah.
Forgotten what that dance looks like.
Yeah, and I think that's why I think that question. I
That's
couldn't
a
stop.
good question.
I couldn't
Brilliant
stop
question.
thinking about it because I don't know if it's me by nature. I'm a Pisces. We're very sensitive, but we're very much forgiving as people. Do you know what I mean? It's very much like we just forgive, but forget no. But also I also make sure that like I don't forget, but I will not treat you how you might have treated me. So for example,
Okay.
it's like
That's hard for me.
You're not,
Yeah.
you say vengeful. Are we in that space of being,
No.
not being vengeful?
because it doesn't fill me with nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't fill me with okay, I must get my vengeance on this. Like I won't forget it. Do you know what I mean? I will be reminded by it because I haven't forgot it. But then if it builds me up with vengefulness, then I haven't really forgiven.
It's too much work.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
I promise you, bro. I'm too lazy.
Yeah, but
Like
also,
I want to sometimes. I've got things to do.
but sometimes I think you know what it is as well. Like it's like I think forgiveness is such. I don't know. I think as a personal trait, as human beings, it's the hardest thing to do because you can put so much emotion on forgiveness.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
I remember once when we was in LA and someone I borrowed money out there too. And I was just like, raw, like this guy's a cool guy, man. And then when it came to paying back, just went missing. And I was like, that's such a shame. Like, it's such a shame. Like, but to the point where if I was to be like, no, I'm gonna, let me put, and I was just like,
You're still at a loss.
I was just like, do you know what? It
You're
is
still
what
at a
it
loss
is,
even
man.
more.
But
Like,
that,
because even if that person would have paid me back, it still would have been like, yeah, but bro, like,
You're still at a loss double now.
but at the same time, I can't forget. I might bump into this person if I go there again. I would still be like, "Oh, what's going on, bro? You cool? Yeah. I'll bring it up. I've forgotten,
100%.
so I can still laugh about it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I think that's the thing with forgiveness, and it's really interesting when people talk about forgiveness because sometimes you see, a case of someone that got wrong done, I don't know, a murder, and they ask the family and they go on television and they say, listen, we forgive this person. And people say, you shouldn't forgive them for what they done. And it's hard because I know I can sit in this space now, but maybe if it was in that position, it might be a little bit different.
The stakes are different.
I just think like forgiveness gives you a level of peace that really soothes your heart because the heart is a very precious thing. Like, and I think, yes, if you're thinking, obviously you have the stress on your heart, but just within internally where, when you say you think with your head and your heart, and I really do believe like forgiveness can soothe the heart in some ways.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's so hard to get there. And that's the thing, like, because, you're almost talking from the other side now, yeah? But to get there, there's people that will spend their entire life they don't look, because they don't have an example of what forgiveness looks like.
No.
Just going through life, just violence or just vengeful. And that's the way, actually. That's also a way, their coping mechanism, or a way for them to move on. Some people, their way of moving on is saying, shut you down, shut you down, shut you down. And then I'm going to also now treat everybody else in a mad way because of what I've gone through. And it's almost like you're now building things that you need to forgive yourself for. That's another thing as well. The idea of not forgiving someone becomes an offense to yourself.
Yeah.
So now you've got to forgive it, because the moment now where it's like, all right, I've moved on from that. No, you really haven't, because now there's damages that you got to repair that you put on yourself. But it's so hard to be able to think like that if there hasn't been a moment of growth, realization, epiphany. Like, it's a hard thing, bro. We're talking from a place of maybe experience and privilege.
You know what I started doing? With anything, but especially forgiveness, if I get to a point where I know I don't feel this person anymore, I take it to God, and in prayer I literally vent, and I'm just like, listen, I don't like this person because of X, Y, Z. They did this to me. And you know the reason why I started doing that? I was reading the book of Job, and in the book of Job, basically the whole premise of that book is you can't make yourself righteous, only God can, right? And so God was basically trying to force Job to be real with him. Like, you're doing all the customs, you're doing everything that you know I want done religiously, but I'm the only one that can make you righteous. So basically, be real with me. Do you understand? So by the end of the book, you see a transition. Job goes from being someone who just does things by religious law to actually going, this is what I love, this is what I don't love, this is what I hate, and he's communing with God. I started doing that, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the best feeling ever, because I go away from prayer, but I'm always just like,
is that cool?
Is that cool? We good?
That's so nice, man. I feel that you can apply that. That is the template to apply to any relationship as well. Because being open and honest and being vulnerable is the hardest thing. Saying to someone like, I'm not capable of doing the things that you're expecting me to at this point, but I just want to let you know. But you'd be surprised at the results, isn't it? When there's transparency and the person knows where they stand in general, right? Yeah. Like even if you was applying for a job and someone goes, we want you for this job, and you've gone, I'd love to have it, but I feel a bit short on this and that. And they go, no, we hear that and we can help you with that. But if you don't say it, it's almost like now you're either saying, I don't want to do it, or you go into this job now, acting a way they're not sure what's going on because you haven't told them that you got these shortcomings. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's mental, man. It's mental. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. This conversation, the laughter that came out of you. Oh, man. I feel like the laughter that came out of you.
That was so funny.
What was that? What was that based on? What were we talking about?
No, I thought you finished your sandwich. And then
that was so funny.
But it's when I was talking, my man.
Listen, because you were
tearing that thing up.
Yeah, man. crunch. But what was the subject then? What were we talking about then? Because you was talking about
personal growth.
Personal growth. I think that was like I enjoyed that.
Yeah, see, we brought some great things to the table
all
today.
Three was
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I don't know. You know,
anyone, bro. I'm
not gonna.
We've got to give it someone.
No, give it to personal growth because. Go on.
You know why? Because that when anyone makes me tear laugh,
I can't lie. I've not had this in a while, so yeah, me.
So
Ballon d'Or, finger d'Or, finger d'Or.
Ballon d'Or right here.
That made me laugh.
But like, he was gone.
Man got me, you know, to the point where I was just like,
you were laughing. You were laughing.
Camping, you know, you took his hoodie and just tented
up. My stomach cramped up, man. So this is the Man Like You podcast. We just want to say thanks to everybody that tunes in each and every week. It really means a lot to us that you guys tune in. If this is your first episode, fantastic. You can binge some of the old ones. If you're one of our proper subscribers, you know we eat on the pod as well. We do normally say that disclaimer early on. So if it's your first time, you're like, these men are fully munching, you know. You know what, Baba? I was going to say, you know, because when you was there, I said, disrespect, bruv. Man, just back in the sandwich.
Man, like, chew.
But yeah, most importantly, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing for us. If you could like it, that would be, the cherry on top of the cake. But listen, man, let us know with the comments. That's how we know what you guys want to hear and what you like, and bring what you want to the table. Can you forgive and forget? Do you know what I mean?
You know what I'm also interested in? I'm interested in anyone that's like certain observation that you catch with us. Like, you know, Mo was talking about this whole little piece of crumb. Like, just certain observation. There's some stuff that you guys see us regularly do. Listen, bring it up. We're all about the bants, man. We're all about the banter.
I don't see it until I watch it back.
100%.
Like the side eye. I mean, apparently I'm the side eye. I didn't know.
Bro.
That side eye with the sushi was funny as hell.
There's more side eye.
Because you were waiting. You were just like, I want to see this.
Someone said, Mo. They said, Mo, we listened and we judged.
He said, that was the line of the whole thing. Hey. That was the one, because I was pushing the agenda. Yeah, Mo said nothing, and he didn't realize that that's the puppeteer.
You man had
Eddie,
me.
That's the ventriloquist.
You know how stressed I was. Did you see? I was trying to change the subject. I was like, you man.
Baba was vibrated. You know what? Baba was anyway. And you know what he tried to do? Yeah, he tried to calm himself by going, "Oh, Ross, so you man really want to see me do it?" And then he's going, "You bastards."
What was killing me was the hand underneath, just in case it dropped. It was that. Listen, I'll do it, but this is expensive. I can't drop this, you know.
And then he went to meet it. It's not where he went to meet it. I'll come to you. Don't worry, I'll come to you. No, it's okay. I'll come to you. But yeah, listen. This has been Man Like You. My name is Eddie Caddy.
My name is Mo Gilligan.
Man like Baba Tunde Leshe.
Take care. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, whoa.